Hello all. We, the Admission Committee of Symbiosis Center for Information Technology, welcome you to the first webinar on air with ADCOM for the year 2020-2021. I'm Rupali Phatak. With me, I have Akansha.
Hello.
And Naveen.
Hello.
We present to you the first webinar of this year. Symbiosis Center for Information Technology, a constituent of Symbiosis International University, has been a pioneer and a leader in imparting education in the niche area of information technology business management in India for more than a decade. SCIT also aims at developing management professionals in the upcoming field of data science by offering MBA in data sciences and data analytics. The mission of SIU is to inculcate the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family. We will be answering some of the frequently asked questions about SNAP registration process along with the specialization and curriculum offered at SCIT. Moving on, we have the first question from Rajat. What are the changes in the pattern for SNAP 2020?
Hello Rajat. Symbiosis International University has revised the exam pattern for SNAP 2020. The exam duration has been reduced to 1 hour. Number of questions have been reduced to 60. The exam will be conducted on 3 different dates and there will be no subjective questions.
We have the next question from Kabir. What is the exam syllabus for SNAP 2020?
Hi Kabir. SNAP 2020 consists of 3 sections. General English comprises of 15 questions. Analytical and logical reasoning comprises of 25 questions. Quantitative ability and data interpretation comprises of 20 questions.
We have the next question from Avantika. How many times can a student appear for SNAP 2020?
Hello Avantika. Candidates can appear for maximum 2 attempts for the exam and best of the score from the 2 attempts will be considered.
We have the next question from Neha. How to prepare for SNAP 2020 and what should be the strategy?
Hi Neha. So the preparation for SNAP 2020 start with the understanding of the basic concepts. For the strategy, you need to have a clear mind while approaching the questions. Revise the concepts before the exam. As this is a 60 minutes test, time management is important.
We have the next question from Ravi. What is the SNAP cutoff for SCIT?
Ravi, the cutoff is usually decided on the pool of candidates who appear for the exam. Once you have cleared the exam, you will be called for the further process, but the cutoff is subjected to change every year.
We have the next question from Anamika. How does a candidate need to apply for ITBM and DSDA courses at SCIT separately?
Yes, you need to apply for both the courses separately and you'll be having a separate GEPA WAT process for these courses.
We have the next question from Harshil. What is the eligibility for SNAP exam?
Hello Harshil. Candidates should be a graduate from any recognized university which is of national importance, and a candidate must have 50% in his or her graduation. For SC/ST, it is 45%.
We have the next question from Rohan. SNAP test is valid for how many years?
Hi Rohan. The SNAP 2020 scorecard is valid for 1 year.
We have the next question from Rohan. How is the registration for SNAP 2020 done?
Hello Rohan. SNAP test 2020 will be conducted on 3 different dates. Dates of SNAP test are December 20, 2020, January 6, 2021, January 9, 2021. Candidates can register online on snaptest.org.
We have the next question from Nikita. Is SNAP mandatory for applying for MBA ITBM or MBA DSDA at SCIT?
Yes, Nikita, it is necessary to apply for SNAP to apply for both the courses at SCIT.
We have the next question from Priya. What are the modes of payment for SNAP test?
Hello Priya, the candidate may pay through BillDesk Gateway, EaseBus Gateway, Indian Bank Gateway and Demand Draft. For a detailed instruction regarding this, please visit snaptest.org.
We have the next question from Nishant. In how many cities is SNAP being conducted this year?
Hi, the SNAP is conducted around 94 cities all over India. For further updates, you can visit snaptest.org website.
We have the next question from Gaurav. Is there any negative marking in the SNAP test?
Yes, Gaurav, there will be a negative marking of -0.25 for every wrong answer And the question will be carrying, every question will be carrying 1 marks, and the test duration will be of 60 minutes.
We have the next question from Ria. Are we allowed to carry calculators or watches to the test?
No, you're not allowed to carry any electronic gadgets inside the examination hall. So you cannot carry your calculator or watch inside the examination hall.
We have the next question from Kamal. What is the registration fee for SNAP 2020 exam?
Hello Kamal, the registration fees for SNAP 2020 exam is 1,750.
We have the next question from Rakesh. When will the result of SNAP be announced?
Hi Rakesh. So the result for SNAP 2020 will be announced on 22nd January 2021.
We have the next question from Tanmay. What are the important documents that need to be carried along with the SNAP test admit card?
Hello Tanmay, admit card along with the photo identity proof should be carried to the test center at the time of the test. An acceptable photo identity is any one of the following: passport, driving license, voter ID card, PAN card, Aadhaar card.
We have the next question from Aryan. What is the shortlist criteria after giving SNAP?
So candidates will be shortlisted for GEPIWAT process based on their SNAP percentile. And so once you clear this process, you will be shortlisted for the respective college.
We have the next question from Meenakshi. What is the duration allotted to each SNAP section in SNAP?
Hello Meenakshi, the candidate may attempt any section in any order. So there is no particular duration allotted to any section.
We have the next question from Pranav. What are the MBA programs offered at SCIT?
Hi Pranav. So we offer two programs, MBA in IT Business Management and MBA in Data Sciences and Data Analytics. We also offer Executive MBA for experienced professionals.
We have the next question from Ritik. How is SCIT dealing with the pandemic?
Hello Ritik. Despite being stuck at our homes and not being able to go to campus, SCIT is taking all the efforts to engage students in online classes. Regular evaluations are being done. Various guest lectures are also organized so that students get to know about the latest trends in industry. Apart from this, many committees are also organizing events so that they can encourage students to take initiatives and boost their morale in this difficult time.
We have the next question from Radhika. What is the eligibility for DSDA course at SCIT?
Hi Radhika. So for the DSDA course at SCIT, you should have taken mathematics in your class 12 and you should have got a minimum of 50% in your undergraduation. For SC/ST student, it is 45%.
We have the next question from Disha. Can a BCom graduate apply for SCIT's ITBM?
Yes, Disha, a BCom graduate can apply for SCIT's ITBM if you are a graduate from any recognized university, which is of national importance, and you should have a minimum percentage of 50 in your graduation. For SC/ST, it is 45%.
We have the next question from Ayan. What are the different specializations offered at SCIT as a part of its ITBM course?
Hi Ayan. We offer 5 different specializations, namely Systems, Software Solutions Management, IT Infrastructure Management, Information Security Management, and Data Sciences.
We have the next question from Neetu. Do we need to have a prior knowledge on programming languages before joining SCIT?
Hello Neetu. Prior knowledge on programming languages is always an advantage, but at SCIT, everything is taught from the scratch, so you don't need to have any prior knowledge.
We have the next question from Akash. Does SCIT offer student exchange programs?
Yes, we do offer student exchange programs. We have tie-ups from colleges from UK and Germany. For further details, you can visit our website www.scit.edu.
We have the next question from Ankit. What is the placement statistics for ITBM course this year?
Hello Ankit. SCIT maintains a record of 100% placement for all the eligible students. For further information, you can visit our website.
We have the next question from Radhika. Is it mandatory for all the students to stay in the hostel?
Yes, it is mandatory for all the students to stay in hostel. As this is a residential course, the student has to stay in hostel. For the first year boys, the hostel is approximately 800 meters away from the campus. And for the first year girls, it is inside the campus.
We have the next question from Nikita. How many seats are there for ITBM course at SCIT?
Hello Nikita, it is subjected to change. This year we have a total of 180 seats in SCIT, out of which 125 seats are for the general category.
We have the next question from Shantanu. What is the difference between MBA IT and Executive MBA?
So the Executive MBA is for experienced professionals who have a minimum of 24 months work experience, and this program is for 30 months. When it comes to MBA and ITBM, it is a full-time residential MBA program for 2 years. So you will be having specializations like systems, software solutions, management, and etc. So you can opt for MBA ITBM if you're interested in doing a 2-year course, or if you are an experienced professional, you can go for an executive MBA.
We have the next question from Pranav. Does SCIT offer specialization in information security?
Hello Pranav, SCIT offers specialization in information security management as a part of its MBA ITBM program. This specialization offers you in-depth knowledge about cybersecurity, cybercrime and all, and you'll be having roles further in auditing, consulting, information risk management and all.
We have the next question from Bhavya. Would SCIT be the right choice for a person having bachelor's in IT?
Yes, you have a bachelor's in IT, so that will be an advantage for you to do an MBA in IT. So SCIT would be a right choice for you.
We have the next question from Mayank. How are the hostel and mess facilities?
Hello Mayank, the hostel and mess facilities are provided to all the students with mess serving breakfast, lunch, evening snacks and dinner. In the hostel, you are provided with a cupboard, a bed, a private desk to study. You have 24/7 hot water facility along with internet facility.
We have the next question from Pooja. What is the difference between MBA ITBM and MBA DSTA?
Hi Pooja. So MBA ITBM aims to develop candidates in two aspects. One is the managerial aspect and another one is the information technology. When it comes to DSTA, so you'll be getting the analytics vertical of the management. You'll be getting into roles like business analyst, data analyst. But when it comes to ITBM, the roles differs on the specialization you choose.
We have the next question from Karthik. Does SCIT provide any financial aid?
Yes, Karthik, there are a number of banks who are associated with SCIT. For further details, you can visit our website.
We have the next question from Shiksha. Will ITBM course be too technical for a person from non-engineering background?
No, Siksha, this won't be too technical for you as everything is taught from basics. So this course won't be too technical for you.
We have the next question from Udit. Is there any scholarships available for the aspirants?
Yes, Udit. SCIT offers scholarship for academic toppers and SIU also provides scholarship. For further details, you can visit the website of scit.edu and SIU.
We have the next question from Soumya. Would the past academic record be considered for selection?
Yes, you have a separate weightage for your past academic records. For further details, you can visit our website www.scit.edu.
We have the next question from Chandini. Is it necessary to have a work experience to apply for ITBM course at DSTA?
Hello Chandni. No, freshers can also apply for the ITBM course at SCIT and for DSD as well. If you fulfill the eligibility criteria for the college. As a fresher, you can definitely go for the course.
We have the next question from Shivam. Does SCIT provide campus placements for summer internships?
Yes, we do offer summer internships as part of our curriculum. It is mandatory for all the students to undergo the summer internships, and college also provide platforms for the summer internships.
We have the next question from Harsh. What are the facilities available on the campus?
Hello Harsh. The campus has got hostel facilities, mess facilities, and Wi-Fi all over the campus. Apart from this, we also have a juice bar, jewelry store, swimming pool, and a gymnasium.
We have the next question from Sana. Does SCIT consider other test scores like CAT, GMAT, MAT, etc.?
No, Symbiosis Institutes only accept SNAP scores and SCIT does not consider any other entrance exams.
We have the next question from Jay. How are the events at SCIT taking place during the pandemic?
Hello, Jay. Various committees at SCIT are taking up the initiative to overcome the challenges despite of this current situation. There are panel discussions, webinars, guest lectures being conducted online, wherein all the students come together on one platform and are able to voice their questions while getting the right information and exposure required for internships and placements.
We have the next question from Abhijit. What are the various committees at SCIT?
Hi, Abhijit. We have two types of committees, core committee and the student-driven committee. When it comes to core committee, you'll be having academic committee, admission committee, and placement committee. And when it comes to student-driven committees, you have Team Matrix, which is for cyber security enthusiasts, and you have something called as ITLF, which is the E-cell of SCIT, and you have few more committees to explore.
We have the next question from Kavya. What are the reservation policies at SCIT?
Hello, Kavya. The reservation policy at SCIT are 15% for SC, 7.5% for ST, 3% for differently abled, 2 seats for dominance from Jammu and Kashmir, and 15% for international students.
Moving on to the last question for the series is from Udit. What is the fee structure for the DSDA program?
So Udit, the fee structure is subjected to change every year. So for this year fee structure, you can visit our website www.scit.edu.
We hope this webinar helped you to solve your queries about SNAP exam and the basic information about SCIT. For further queries, you can contact us through the contact numbers and the email ID which is available on our official website www.scit.edu. Also, you can get in touch with us through our social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Pagal Guy, Quora, LinkedIn, etc. For further updates, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant notifications. Thank you.